Sell more real estate. Selling real estate. Why you need to aim for the big money. Like the vast majority of real estate agents, we didn't start off with the luxury end of the market. We started by listing small to medium-sized apartments, townhouses, studios, commercial units, and relatively inexpensive independent houses. Gradually, we started to move up to the $1 million plus villas and penthouses, and I quickly noticed a pattern. We had taken on a 300 square foot studio in a rather run-down building. The owner was a waiter in a local restaurant. Now, my belief has always been to treat all men and women as equals. And just because this guy was an unskilled, low-paid employee, I wasn't about to treat him any differently than I would a client with millions in the bank. However, I learned one lesson really quickly, and I want to share it with you now. I remember clearly one of our sales staff who had been assigned the studio apartment coming back from a viewing quite excited, feeling that the viewing had gone well and that an offer would soon be made. My business partner at the time, similarly, had shown the luxury villa to a client and come back to the office with a similar positive vibe. Long story short, offers made on both of the properties, and both of the property owners accepted the offers. This was when the big difference kicked in. When we completed on the studio apartment, our commission was 5%, and we presented the waiter with our bill for about €4,500. Getting paid was like pulling teeth from an angry grizzly bear. The guy moaned, complained, bleated and carped about how this was a whole lot of money, how it was unfair, how all we had done was to put a photo in the office window, where the rent was almost $10,000 a month, I might add, and take a few clients around to see him. This was, of course, despite the fact that all of this had been explained to him in some detail when he signed the sales contract. We eventually got our money, but we had to get our lawyers involved. Our client, with a €1.95 million villa, on signing the sales contract, hadn't read a word and simply asked how much the commission was. We said 6%, and he said fine. On completion, I went to the villa, he welcomed me in, pulled out his checkbook and said, "How much do I owe you?" He wrote the cheque for some €135,000, which is the same as dollars, on the spot. The waiter, and most folks who are not involved in business, often don't get this and think that our fees are over the top, because they don't understand the costs of doing business. And get this, the costs of selling luxury real estate aren't that much more than the cost of selling a studio apartment. So guess where you should be looking for listings? After that sad experience, we concentrated on the top end, and as you can imagine, our profits went sky high. And I never went back into that restaurant again. This was Norm MacLeod from Sell More Real Estate. Thanks for watching. See you next time.